Everyone loves talking about Industry 4.0, automation, robotics, smart systems, but here's what nobody wants to say out loud. More than 65% of Burlington and Halton's industrial buildings are still operating on electrical systems built for forklifts, not robotics. Companies are trying to run AI-driven production on circuits that were installed when Bryan Adams topped the charts. Until now, modernizing meant you paid for everything yourself. Painful, expensive, and often impossible to justify. But suddenly, Ottawa changed the math in your favor. And if you own industrial real estate, this is the closest thing to a gift you're ever going to get. I'm Susan, that commercial realtor. I help industrial landlords, buyers, investors, and owner-users across Burlington and the GTA structure smarter, more profitable, future-proof deals. Industry 4.0 needs power, and Ottawa just put a 4-year runway of tax support under your feet. Let's break down exactly how to use it. So, in case you missed it, Ottawa announced Budget 2025, which introduced a 100% immediate expensing rule for manufacturing and processing, M&P, buildings. Well, in plain English, if you buy, build, expand, or retrofit a manufacturing space and put it to use before 2030, you can write off the entire cost in year one. Not over 4 years, not amortized, not trickled out, year one. Eligible upgrades, well, that includes electrical service and transformer upgrades, power distribution and switchgear, HVAC ventilation, air exchanges, production line systems, dock modernization, automation and robotics infrastructure, interior industrial conversions, and more. This is not a minor policy update. This is a federally subsidized modernization wave designed to push Canadian industry into the next decade. And Burlington, with its aging underpowered inventory, is the exact kind of market this was built for. So immediately, this helps landlords, existing industrial landlords. If your building isn't leasing, stop guessing. It's probably power, ventilation, dock geometry, or workflow. Most Burlington buildings were built between 1980 and 2000, long before automation required 600 to 2000 amps plus. Now you have a funded way to upgrade the very things killing your deals. Investors, remember those functionally obsolete buildings? The ones everyone ignored? They're not dead, they're value-add opportunities hiding in plain sight. If you can reposition them to meet the 90% M&P threshold, you've just turned a C-grade asset into an A-grade performer, with Ottawa covering your CapEx tax burden. Owner-users, if your operations are bottlenecked by power limitations, this is your moment. You can expand, retool, automate, and modernize, with the tax shield hitting immediately instead of being spread over years. This applies right now, not after an election, not pending review, right now. This is the part every investor or landlord is missing. Most of the GTA's industrial buildings were originally built for pallet racking, manual labor, basic forklifts, low power equipment. They were not built for robotics, conveyor-driven production, AI-integrated machinery, smart warehousing, high-frequency pick and pack operations. This is where things get interesting. Through 2026 to 2030, functional industrial assets will appreciate faster, while non-functional ones will fall behind. Not because the market is hot, because 80% of the inventory cannot meet the Industry 4.0 needs without these upgrades. And now, these upgrades are cost justified. A $500,000 power upgrade, that's now $500,000 tax deduction. A $1.2 million modernization, year one deduction. This changes underwriting, repositioning timelines, and acquisition strategy. Industrial real estate just entered a new era, and the people who understand how to extract value from this policy, they will own this next cycle. Smart landlords will package incentives. Gone is the old model of here's the space, take it or leave it. The new model is here's your optimized Industry 4.0 plan, here are the upgrades, here's what qualifies, here's how the tax benefit flows. Smart landlords will pre-price power upgrades, offer modernization-ready drawings, provide timelines for electrical and HVAC improvements, position the space as automation capable, include expensing strategy in marketing materials. Imagine saying to a tenant, move in ready in 6 months, power, ventilation, dock flow, automation, infrastructure, all pre-engineered, tax-aligned, and underwritten. That's not space, that's a solution, and tenants will pay for solutions. Authority, that requires numbers. So here are the ones your competitors never mention. Over 60% of Burlington's industrial stock predates the year 2000. Clear heights under 20 feet account for nearly half of Halton's inventory. Power loads under 400 amps appear in more than 40% of the buildings. New construction in Halton averages 9 to 12 months of lead time, minimum. Buildings with modern power and ventilation lease 3 times faster than outdated equivalents. You're not competing in a hot or cold market. You're competing in a functional versus obsolete market. This policy definitely creates winners and losers. Here's the truth. Winners are landlords who modernize now. Investors who buy underpowered assets and reposition them. Owner users who expand early in the cycle. Tenants who negotiate upgrade clauses before signing. And the losers will be landlords waiting for the right tenant while offering a 1990s building. Investors underwriting using 2020 assumptions. Tenants who renew without understanding power capacity. Anyone believing Industry 4.0 is optional. The market doesn't reward hesitation, it rewards preparation. I'm Susan, that commercial realtor, and I help landlords reposition their buildings to meet Industry 4.0 demand. Investors spot overlooked assets and turn them into performers. Owner users build smart, expansion-ready facilities. Tenants negotiate leases that protect them and align with the modernization strategy. This isn't a write-off, this is a strategic window, and you don't want to miss it. If this helped you see the industrial market the way professionals operate in it, hit subscribe, like, and drop a comment. And before you go, watch my previous videos, Industry 4.0 and the Budget 2025 Overview, because together they set the foundation for everything coming in 2026. 2025 wasn't a warning shot, it was a preview. 2026 will be the year industrial owners either modernize and win or fall behind and discount. Because let's be real, if your building is still humming along to cuts like a knife, it really doesn't feel all right anymore. Built for business, backed by data, and negotiating with bite, I'm that commercial realtor. Now that you know, what are you going to do about it?